The winter of 2025-2026 is shaping up to be anything but ordinary. Meteorologists and weather enthusiasts alike are sounding the alarm, and for good reason. This season is expected to bring a roller coaster of conditions that will keep everyone on their toes. According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, a trusted source for generations, this winter is set to defy expectations and challenge our usual routines. Words like wild and unpredictable are front and center, so it's time to pay attention. Experts are urging everyone to stay alert, as forecasts suggest that the weather could change rapidly, sometimes within just a few hours. This isn't just about cold and snow, it's about big swings in weather patterns across the country. We're talking about dramatic shifts. One day you might be bundling up against a blizzard, and the next, you could be dealing with rain and slush. One week could bring heavy snow, blanketing neighborhoods and making travel difficult, while schools and businesses scramble to adjust. The next, a sudden thaw or even rain could wash away the snow, creating slippery conditions and unexpected hazards. These rapid changes mean that no 2 weeks will look the same. Planning daily life will be tricky, so staying informed and prepared is more important than ever. Checking the forecast each morning will become a daily ritual, and having a flexible mindset will help you adapt to whatever comes your way. The Almanac highlights the East Coast and Midwest as regions to watch, with conditions that could test even seasoned residents. These areas may see some of the most intense storms, with snow totals and ice events that could disrupt travel and daily routines. The main message: don't get too comfortable. This is not the year to be caught off guard. Check your winter gear, prep your home for sudden temperature drops, and make sure you have emergency supplies on hand. Talk with your family about storm plans, review emergency procedures, and make sure everyone knows what to do if the power goes out or travel becomes impossible. Let's get ready for a winter that promises to be memorable, challenging, and a constant topic of conversation. Whether you're braving the elements or enjoying cozy moments indoors, this season will be one for the record books. So let's face it together, prepared and resilient. The East Coast and Midwest are in for two very different winters this year, and the differences are more dramatic than you might expect. While both regions will see their share of cold and snow, the way winter unfolds in each place will be shaped by unique weather patterns and local geography. The Midwest is bracing for a classic amplified winter. Think heavy snow and biting cold in places like Ohio and Wisconsin. Residents here are no strangers to frigid temperatures, but this season could bring even more frequent snowstorms and longer stretches of sub-zero weather. Towns and cities across the Midwest are already preparing for the challenges ahead, from keeping roads clear to making sure homes are well insulated against the chill. Meanwhile, the East Coast faces a more unpredictable mix. Some areas will see big snow, others will swing between cold snaps and milder, drier spells. The Atlantic Ocean plays a big role here, sending in moisture that can turn a cold day into a surprise snowstorm or just as quickly bring in warmer air that melts everything away. Cities from Boston to Washington, D.C. could see wild swings in weather, making it tough to know what to expect from week to week. One day, you're shoveling heavy wet snow from your driveway. The next, you're dodging icy roads from a sudden thaw. The constant back and forth means people need to be ready for anything. Icy sidewalks, slushy streets, and even the occasional winter rainstorm. Midwest residents should prepare for a long, snowy season. Snow removal crews will be busy, and families may find themselves digging out more often than usual. Rural areas and farms will see fields blanketed in white, and travel could be challenging for weeks at a time. East Coasters need to be adaptable. With weather that can change overnight, it's important to keep an eye on the forecast and be ready to switch from a heavy coat to a rain jacket at a moment's notice. Snow boots and rain boots might both be necessary. In fact, you might find yourself swapping them out several times a week, depending on whether you're facing a snowstorm, a cold rain, or a sudden warm-up that turns everything to slush. The real story is the contrast. The Midwest could be locked in Arctic cold, with frozen lakes and snowdrifts piling up, while the East Coast deals with shifting ocean temperatures and storm tracks that bring everything from nor'easters to unexpected thaws. These differences highlight just how varied winter can be across the country. It's not one pattern for the whole country. Different regions will face their own unique challenges. While some are digging out from blizzards, others might be dealing with icy rain or even a rare winter thunderstorm. Understanding these differences is the first step to being ready. Checking your local forecast regularly can help you plan ahead, whether you're commuting to work, sending kids to school, or just trying to stay safe on the roads. Stay alert to your local forecast. Weather apps and local news updates can give you the information you need to make smart decisions, from what to where to when to travel. This winter, flexibility is key. Whether you're in the heart of the Midwest or along the bustling East Coast, being prepared for anything will help you handle whatever this unpredictable season brings. Midwest friends, get ready. This winter's a throwback to the heavy snows and deep freezes of the past. Ohio is looking at a colder than average season, with major storms likely in December and February. Wisconsin's forecast is even more relentless. Multiple snow events and long stretches of bitter cold. This isn't just a few blizzards, it's a sustained pattern that will keep snow on the ground for months. Snow management will be a daily task, from city streets to your own driveway. Expect more school closures, work-from-home days, and a general winter slowdown. The consistent cold means snow will stick around, creating a classic winter landscape. For both states, the message is clear. Winter is coming and it's bringing its A-game. Safety and preparation are more important than ever. Embrace the season and get ready for a lot of snow. Heading east, the winter forecast gets complicated. Pennsylvania is in for above-average snow, especially in the mountains. Great for ski resorts, tough for commuters. Massachusetts, especially places like Brockton, will see a mix. Some cold snaps, but also milder, drier stretches. Don't put away your winter coat. Periods of classic New England cold are still expected. The real challenge is the inconsistency. One storm brings heavy snow, the next, a sudden thaw and dangerous black ice. Inland Pennsylvania will be snowier, while coastal Massachusetts will battle between cold continental air and milder ocean breezes. This tug-of-war means unpredictable swinging conditions. East Coast residents need to stay updated. Weather could change fast. Be ready for anything: snow, ice, or rain. This wild winter isn't just for the usual suspects. Nebraska faces a mix of extremes. Calm, frigid days can quickly turn into major blizzards. Texas, usually mild, is on alert for cold snaps and wetter-than-normal conditions, raising the risk of disruptive ice storms. Oregon's threat is all about water above average rainfall, flooding, and landslides in hilly areas. Each state faces a different challenge: Nebraska with blizzards, Texas with ice, Oregon with relentless rain. The message: winter will be unpredictable everywhere, not just in the snowbelt. Prepare for high-impact events, not just steady winter weather. Whether it's snow, ice, or rain, almost everyone will face something out of the ordinary. Stay alert to local warnings. Adapt your plans as conditions change. This winter, surprises are the norm. Dreaming of a white Christmas. For many, the image of snowflakes drifting down on Christmas morning is the ultimate holiday fantasy, a scene straight out of a classic movie. But how likely is it that your holiday will be blanketed in white this year? The odds of waking up to a snowy landscape depend a lot on where you call home. In the upper Midwest, the lower lakes, and the eastern Ohio Valley, the chances are pretty good. These regions are known for their chilly Decembers and frequent snowfalls, making them prime spots for a postcard-perfect Christmas morning. And if you're in Alaska, you can almost count on a snowy holiday. Towns here are often buried under a thick blanket of snow, and places like Minneapolis regularly see deep drifts by late December. Across the northern states, from the Dakotas to Michigan, waking up to a winter wonderland is a cherished tradition. The snow adds a magical touch to holiday lights and decorations, making everything sparkle just a little bit more. But not everyone is so lucky. In Brockton, Massachusetts, and much of the Atlantic corridor, the story is different. Here, it'll be cold, so you'll want to bundle up, but mostly dry. Fresh snow is rare, so don't get your hopes up for a white Christmas. Out in the Pacific Northwest, the holiday season is more likely to be rainy and gray than snowy. Cities like Portland and Seattle trade snowflakes for raindrops, with overcast skies setting a cozy, if damp, mood. Meanwhile, the Intermountain West and the High Plains could see a messy mix of snow and rain. Roads might be slushy and the weather unpredictable, so travelers should be prepared for anything. Down south, And in the southwest, the holidays are milder. Think sunny days, cool breezes, and maybe a light jacket instead of a heavy coat. Some areas might see scattered showers, but for the most part it's a gentle winter, perfect for outdoor gatherings or a stroll after your holiday meal. The divide is clear. Northern and central regions have the best shot at a snowy Christmas, while the south and coastal areas will have to rely on decorations and holiday cheer to set the mood. Even without snow, families in these regions go all out with festive lights, ornaments, and creative displays to capture the holiday spirit. After all, it's not just the weather that makes Christmas special. No matter what's happening outside, the heart of the holiday is about coming together with loved ones, sharing meals, laughter, and traditions that make the season bright. Still, it's always fun to check the forecast and wonder, will you need snow boots or rain boots this Christmas morning? Either way, the memories you make will last long after the weather has changed. Christmas week 2025 will be one of the busiest travel periods of the year. In New England, expect very cold weather and snow showers. Hazardous driving is likely, so be prepared and patient. Allow extra time, check weather reports, and don't rush. Delays are likely. Along the Atlantic corridor, conditions should be cold but mostly clear, making for smoother travel. Southern and southwestern states will see pleasant weather, easing holiday journeys. The key: know your route's forecast and plan for the unexpected. Pack an emergency kit, keep your gas tank full, and stay flexible. A little planning goes a long way when winter weather is unpredictable. With a wild winter ahead, preparation is essential. Service your heating system and seal up drafts to keep your home warm and efficient. Stock up on essentials, batteries, flashlights, non-perishable food, and water in case of power outages. Get your car winter ready. Check the battery, antifreeze, and tires, and invest in winter tires if needed. Build a car emergency kit with a blanket, ice scraper, shovel, jumper cables, and snacks. Stay informed. Local weather alerts are your best friend this season. Listen to officials and heed warnings about storms or dangerous roads. Have a reliable way to get information if the power goes out. Check on neighbors, especially the elderly or those with mobility issues. Offer help with shoveling or errands when storms hit. A strong community makes tough winters easier for everyone. Simple steps now mean you'll be ready for whatever comes. The 2020-25 Omodistui on Bifib. 2026 winter demands our attention, nationwide. The Old Farmer's Almanac warns of wild, unpredictable conditions from the Midwest to the coasts. This isn't a season to rely on past experience. Variability is the rule. Public safety, infrastructure, and daily routines will all be affected. For cities, it's about readiness. For families, it's about having a plan. Travelers need to build in extra time and prepare for delays. The Almanac's long-range view lets us get ahead of the storms. No forecast is perfect, but preparation is key. Stay informed, prep your home and car, and look out for each other. Let's face this wild winter together, ready for anything.